I'd love a T-side beginning. We saw it before, so I wonder if would they dare.
They're enjoying themselves. They've won the knife.
All good fun here.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, high spirits.
Are you going to stick with exceL?
Yeah.
You have to, really.
Yeah, I think it's purely because, one, they seem to have done better on their CT sides.
Sure.
I think that's a nice little starter for it. They looked better on Inferno when we saw them last time as well before in their previous games. It looked a little stronger. They had nicer approaches. Their CT side wasn't the huge problem there. They just got outdone. So again, I feel that this is going to kind of display that more.
I'm excited. I haven't seen exceL's Inferno as of yet. I've heard a lot about it.
Oh, yeah.
In the back, in the green room, everyone's been talking about Inferno for exceL. So hopefully we can see him step up here today. Connor, I have to say, he's been pretty lights out today, hasn't he?
Boy, I hadn't seen him play like this before. I've been able to cast a couple of their games. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. You've seen Boaster doing well, a couple of players here and there having their moments. But Connor wasn't a name who's been there with the others. He's been quite quiet, but he's fine. He's always been okay. We've seen what he can really bring to this one.
Absolutely.
The part that excited me about this team, though, was the entry power that Boaster brought to exceL. He seems to take the first man-in role on this map more than Connor did previous and what we saw on Mirage. So interesting to see if that's a switch up here. If he does go back to it, the entry kills he got on B, Henry, you're going to love it.
I'm excited.
You're going to love it.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The second map. It's the T side for exceL. One smoke, 4 sets of armor, and the fast B approach. All 5 players coming in. Cinder seems to be aware, though, as he falls back, holds a more defensive line here. Flashbang's no good, and he finds the first headshot. Is it enough as he goes down to 5 HP?
Yeah, smoke going to start coming in now. Karmapang is still on the site as well, but the rotates are there. They have players in the right place, and they don't check towards it. They're planting in the smoke. How have they got away with this? And how is Karmapang still alive? Boaster, what is going on? And Karma again, this guy. Tears them limb from limb. No one checks on it. So, okay, I might have overspoken about this.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was a little bit clumsy, but they did get the bomb down. You can see that was their approach going into that one. 5 towards B. They weren't expecting that first shot to come in from City Spawn. That flashbang they threw around the corner, that's designed to push the City player back, but he dodges it, nails the first headshot, and then they're not even checking new box there. The key thing in Counter-Strike is, right, you don't have to rush the plant. You want to make sure everything's clear first, and then you can potentially win the round. Sure, you get that plant down in the smoke, that was their objective, but things change. If frags go down, you can't just be tunnel vision towards that particular strategy. You're taking a player out of the equation. Bombs planted, that's great, but you still definitely can't win the round. If they just clear the bomb side out, they've pushed these players back towards the Ruins area. They take down Karmapang. He doesn't get 3 kills there. Maybe they actually have a chance of winning it, but still, bomb down. AKs will come out in the third, and Thomas, once again, funny opening frags as he gets Windansky down. This is definitely an eco for exceL. They get the bomb down, a pistol, we need to get extra $800 per player. Means AKs are certainly a possibility. P90 making a rare appearance. You don't really see that weapon anymore, purely for the fact you don't get a kill reward from it. It's the standard $300, and it costs a lot more than a UMP. So it's nice to see it make a beautiful return here on Inferno.
Sadly reminds me of female CS, Henry.
I was going to say,
the problem. It gives me terrible flashbacks to Katowice. Did not feel fresh, but we are into the game. And someone who is feeling fresh is Thomas. He spotted out Connor there, so you can see the pinch coming in. No real hope for him to get much out of it, and the P90 does strike. But as I said, not much of a bonus, and not much else to write home about. But at the end of the day, round on the board, 5 alive.
It's not bad at all. That would do. They know they're up against the AKs going to the third. You want to try and keep all 5 alive. Make sure you have your utility defuse kits, maybe upgrade. Maybe not the P90, like we said, that's quite a reasonable investment for them. I'm not sure why they bring that out considering the bomb went down, but still, it's certainly a viable weapon. Close range, 50 bullets, run and gun. Can cause some damage here. It's sort of down to the UMP, but like we said, the AK is coming out. Jacob on the Mac 10, opting for a bit more utility there. That's something they're lacking. Only 2 smokes and a few flashbangs.
They haven't got a single kill yet, so their money is...
That's true.
...really starting to suffer. Even with that bomb plant, of course, they are able to get by, but it's just not that nice kind of plush purchase you can go for. Connor, though, going to be tested early. Lovely shot towards Cinder. The follow-up as well. Connor's made a huge difference, but why are they just slowly walking down banana like this? Spots out a third. This could, if only, encourage exceL now to hit towards LA side.
Lovely stuff from Connor once again. They had the smoke at T-spawn as a Molotov as well, but Connor in the cover, he managed to find 2 kills. We said he's been good so far, but certainly a little bit sloppy from Reason there. That refrag needs to be coming instantly. It's about a 2-second delay there, allowed him to reset his aim. Now they've got the 5 on 3, but still not out of his quite yet. Craig towards the A-bomb side, joined by Hoodlum as well. They have to make a bit of a gamble here. It's Thomas, who's been so strong so far, alone towards B, actually falls back. This is a huge gamble from the CTs here. The bomb goes towards B, they'll just let it go in. They'll save their weaponry, but going towards A, they've got a fighting chance of actually having a shower win this round, but it looks like it's the former, as it will be indeed exceL. Heading towards the B side of the map. If they get in, they'll probably just do a contact play here. Try and get that first refrag coming in. If the bomb goes down with nothing, like we said, CTs will just be saving absolutely everything, but Jacob finds one through the smoke, just about finds the frag, and that should be it, as Windansky, he finds yet another, and it's just be up to Hoodlum, who's towards the pit area.
And there it is. Gone. Nice work from Windansky, but Connor, again, that work on Banana early, a little bit of a mistake individually, I guess you could say, from Reason, not quite getting the the timing right, not quite getting the utility to cover that little cubby corner. Either there's not a follow-up molly towards it.
They did Molotov the logs, and they smoked these steps. That's the only area they really have to check, right? But that's where the refrag has to come in straight away. They did have a P90, he didn't really have the range. As soon as that first frag comes down, you really do have to go for it. You're quite committed, but it has to be a little bit quicker. And that was a bit of a problem there for all reason generally, but there it is. exceL post their first round. Ooh, a partial buy from the CT side here. CZ, Deagles, and we can see a Zeus on Karmapang. It seems to be quite a prevalent weapon here at the Elite Series. We've seen a few kills from it, and will it step up today? We'll yet to find out. Karmapang, he's towards the apartment. It's probably the best place for it, I would say, as he lies in wait with the stun gun in hand.
I didn't realise you could tag with it if you're too far away.
You can. I think there's like 95
kill.
damage if you don't get him right away, and that was not a tag, but a good chance, at least.
Yeah, and Windansky's actually incredibly good at clearing that sort of spot. He was, I can't remember who they were playing last time on Inferno, but he was absolutely outdoing them every single time. Now, Cray, chance of plenty, but it's Hoodlum to find it. Windansky goes down. That's a gun looking possible, looking likely, and Cray's got it. He can just drop that one down to his teammates, or he can keep it for himself, whatever he fancies. No armor on him, so I'm kind of hoping he maybe drops that over to someone who could have a bit of longevity with it, but still, exceL, not really gaining much ground here. Going to slow work up towards B. And there is only one man I can see there just at the moment.
Yeah, good utility usage here so far. It's Cinder, though, trying to buy time for his teammates. You can see Hoodlum rotating in, but both pistols towards the B side of the map need to set up some sort of crossfire here. Terror is still with smokes. They can throw that towards CT spawn. One towards coffins as well, presumably, as the smokes are deployed. It's up to Hoodlum to spam wildly through the smoke. Can't get anything for it, though. Now it's on Cinder. CZ in hand, new boxes. Has been a strong position for them, and he finds the first kill. Can he get anything more out of this as he picks up the AK?
Oh, God, how is he allowed to get away with it? But brilliant work from him, and now it's down to one man. This is an absolute travesty of a round coming in for exceL. Down to 15 seconds here. Laza with the fake. 3 players towards ruins.
That's him done now.
Not with this time left. 8 seconds. They can send one man in just purely to check. Even if he dies, it didn't matter. There'll be another there to instantly get it down. And that was a real error. Again, they're really struggling with that new box spot every time.
It's something they can't seem to get their heads around, is it? They have one player, that position once again. CZ, no refrag coming in. They seem to be smoking off the right position. You smoked off coffins and CT spawn. You've checked the boost. You've got that frag, the first one, but then the CZ once more. There's only one player checking that position, and the refrag is too late. Boaster just has to be brave, and he's already had time to pick up an AK. How has he got time to pick up an AK, calm himself down, and look towards another position? That should not be happening. That refrag needs to be coming in straight away. Should be a chance to even pick up a weapon there. Should be too much pressure applied to him, and it's going to be Reason taking the lead once again. 3-1. We do have another buy available for exceL. We're quite a decent one, a full buy. 5 AKs and all the utility required, but Karmapang trying to find the first pick. Might just get it here as well. Laza, bit of a blunder there. What was he thinking? Falling back from Banana, knife out. Had no idea if middle was covered. They had no nades or smoke presence whatsoever, but he'll go down to 5-on-4. Bit of wall-bang action from Boaster there. Doesn't land anything just yet, but Connor finds yet another opening frag.
I have to say, exceL looks sloppy in the way they're playing. Maybe overconfident after the first half.
I just don't understand that idea to just run a knife out towards the underpass. That's so risky. You have no idea what's going on towards top and middle. You know, it's a big round for Reason. The previous, they probably have the AWP set as well. Very common strategy for the AWP to be top and middle. He didn't have to fully commit towards T-steps. He was just looking for anyone to make a mistake, and certainly got gifted that. But Thomas, I commented this on Mirage as well. When they have the opening pick, he pushed up Mirage last time. Now he's giving away towards Banana. So now it's a 4-on-4, which technically favors the T side. They can group up and go together. CT's have to spread the defenses thin now. And as you can see, Cinder by himself at the B bomb site. Karmapang thinking about rotating in and helping him out, but still on the back foot here is Reason Gaming.
Again, though, Cinder has been pretty good at biding time, allowing for that rotate, getting players to new box somehow. I don't know how it works out, but so far it's been pretty decent. exceL, though, going to go a little bit quicker on the hit. Karmapang is there with the AWP. Smoked off now. Ooh, he actually commits to this too. The molly's great. It's going to hold them back for a second. Flash will force him off. But now down to 28 seconds, and Cinder assumes the position. This could be a bit of a problem here. The molly doesn't reach it. This could be what's going wrong for them. They are checking it now. Wrong side picked. Connor will finally succeed. Molly goes in again. Karmapang can't quite get the angle either. He thought about it.
Yeah, he wanted to push through and try and get that opening frag, but this was the 5-on-4 in favour of Reason. I think they have to save here. They got the AWP on the retake. It's just not worth the risk, it seems, and exceL gifted around back there. It's Thomas. I didn't see it from his POV, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but it seemed like Connor, once again, he was at the bottom of Banana when he got the opening frag towards the B side of the map. Thomas did not have to push it. That's the general objective of the CT side. Get that man advantage, then fall back to the crossfires, then you have everything to work with then. As Tees have to utilize all their grenade to try and get any sort of map control. And so, Thomas went down without really fighting back. There's no refrag potential. It's fine to go for kills. If you get flashed by a teammate, you want to try and find kills. But if you're going down with nothing in return, that's a bit of a blunder. And you can see Reason now. It was Cinder, like we said, who's been so good towards those new boxes. Gets nothing done. They seem to be cottoning on as to how they can shut it down. He goes down with 0 frags, and 4 players survive for exceL. So this good T side we've heard so much about on Inferno seems to be coming to life now.
I am curious if Thomas kind of suffers from that syndrome of needing to overcompensate. So
to be fair, it was through the smoke. So like I said, I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's a different one. I think if we look back at the previous map with that mid play, it kind of stuck in the back of our minds. You could maybe apply it here. Him wanting to just try and tip the scales as much as he can, maybe overreaching every now and then. But that purely situation you can't do much about.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure I covered myself, Laura.
I like that, Henry.
Yeah, so
there you go. Wild sweeping statements. Just
yep.
you're not doing the analysis test.
No, exactly. Gotta be careful.
Much better. People remember what you say when you come up here, it seems.
Well,
Fast Chad.
It's with 3-2, and like we said, Reason did save 3 weapons in the previous. Kamapanga back on the AWP. Yet to see him really light up the score, but he got that big opening frag, but didn't convert it to a round victory as of yet. Big round for either side here, but Reason Gaming especially. Lose this one, certainly going to be on the eco, and I'll tie things up at 3-3. Default coming in, we've got some apartments control for exceL. Both start lining up the flashbang, it seems, as his teammates might go for that mid control and push the CTs back. We have got Hoodlum and Cray towards the quad side, and Thomas, he's patrolling the arch.
See if they commit to this. First smoke to be placed. Deep one towards CT arch. Hoodlum still playing towards quad side. exceL making noise towards apps. They are lining up on this. They still have Connor over on Banana, but it does seem as though it's go time. Thomas again finds one, but great work from Windansky to find Cray. You can hear that head pop, and Boaster delivers. Nice hit towards quad. 3 players succeed, and now surely the ace is completely theirs. Yeah,
that's another save, unfortunately. It looked like a nice reaction there from Reason, holding onto the utility. The final commitment came from exceL. Dropped the flashbang. The AK's in their hands as well. Just so we're getting into the final stage of this round. It's Cinder who finds Connor. It was on the hunt. Like we said, the round is over. They're holding up into the AWP and the M4, and it was Connor trying to shut down those frags. But I have to say, nice communications there in general. Fundamentals of CS from exceL. It's Boaster stepping up. As soon as his teammate got in a problematic situation towards Boiler, he's running around the corner, finding their headshots. You did say he was good at cracking open the open of the bomb sites generally. He finds 2 kills there, secures the round. But a bomb site seems to be a bit of an issue here for Reason Gaming generally. They can't seem to find the first pick and fall back. They seem to get the advantages and throw them away. But they will be saving the orb once again. Cinder with the AK-47 as well. And Cinder Reason flashbangs in their back pockets. And it looks like exceL not even thinking about the hunt. They've got Windansky and Boaster low HP. Won the round. Be happy with that. Move into the future. Round number 7 as we tie things up at 3-3.
Yeah, and of course Inferno. Infamously hard to play retake on. And even if you have decent numbers, you're still in such a tough spot. And this is Boaster just playing into it while just walking into it. Yeah, that's how the refrag should be done. Even if Windansky had to kill him through him, and they want to get that frag, they get that kill, they know they've won the round. So worth a bit of a risk there. Team kill could have come in, but it wouldn't have mattered. So Reason Gaming, Lost Burners accumulating double orb setup now. Definitely an option on Inferno. Difficult to make it work. Even at the top level, 7 teams struggle with this setup, especially towards the B side. We have full execution potential. You have to work a bit harder, go a bit more aggressive like that. That's a lovely shot from Kamapanga. Connor jumping around the corner. Thought he was safe with the smoke there, but his head was exposed above the wall there. Gets taken down. Another 5-on-4 situation in favor of Reason. It's Boaster, wallbanging, trying to push back any CTs that may be waiting for his teammate on the other side. Yeah, we see this quite often. Windansky then works up and they just take apps control. Wondering if they, how they deal with this. There were 3 players early towards B for the CT side of Reason Gaming. They had, I think it was Cray just early over there in case there was a quick hit towards it or anything of the such. Able to maybe suffer through if the AWP didn't quite connect as well as it did. But exceL falling back to what we saw before, but this could be a bit of a ruse. Again, the same smokes go up, Jacob puts it down, and you see the same sort of presence, but there's still players on B. They're still at the top of Banana here. Well, Cinder's been baited in towards that Banana area. It's going to be Kamapanga try and take the first shot and try and take all the aggro away, hoping to get another jumping shot. It could happen. Seems to be nice and quick. Reloads the AWP just about in time as well. Trying to bait in Cinder like we said. He might be getting a kill here. Could go for the wall bang, but just drops the smoke. Really nice time to do it as well. Yeah, feeling out the game well. Not many indicators, maybe a step hurt or something, Cinder may be calling it, but limited information, good response. Cinder's still here. A little bit trickier now. Bearing in mind that exceL do have Molotovs, maybe wanting to use them towards the site. Nice little flash over the top, but he is being challenged. Boaster does land it. Flashed up, Kamapanga needs to fall back. Support's en route, but it's still pretty far away. Cray will be the first there, but the smokes are up. So exceL will get the site, or at least maybe if Kamapanga was actually going to miss the shot. No! That's 3 back-to-back, and of course a 4th as well. There's the AWP coming through. We hadn't seen much of it from the Reason side. Yeah. But there it is, finally.
That's the ace as well. You got the opening shot at the broken wall position, so that's not bad at all. It's a difficult shot to hit. He's forced back towards the new boxes there, obviously protected from flashbangs, but after those first few kills, you think he would just try and stay alive, but he's feeling it. Found his mojo at every single shot. 5 kills in the round, manages to pick up the ace, and it will be 4-3 in favor of exceL now. exceL, though, not backing down just yet. They haven't got an amazing amount of cash, but they will be forced buying into this one. Mac-10s, Deagles, gfelil as well. A couple of AKs to work with. 5 players towards B. Let's just rush, boys. See if we can get the first pick. They have banana control. Looks like they want to go in, but held off by the Molotovs for now.
Good utility usage from exceL. You have it. Use it for a reason.
Oh, nice.
I hate doing it.
So good.
It's horrible when you cast big, isn't it? Everything becomes big round coming in, big kill.
Yeah, that was the nightmare of the major. I did it about 15 times, I think. I actually just felt hating myself by the end.
Oh, dearie me. But an early rotate for exceL. You're going to see Hoodlum pull himself over towards that B site. Now 3 of them play there, 2 towards Dark. An interesting sort of position. It's not exactly the triangle of doom that you can get going towards B, but maybe it will work. 5 players now approach from exceL. They still have the utility to make this play happen, but limited on weaponry. Deagle, Mac-10. Let's see if it works again. Karma Panga, new spot, new look to it, but it doesn't quite do what he did before. But they don't expect Cinder. Play from the same spot. The spam comes in, but Lazar finds the time to get him. And now we're going to get the bomb plant even with that early rotated player.
I'm going to say Lazar, the AWP's on the floor there. Pick that up, my friend. He certainly does. And now he's starting to hit shots. Takes down Hoodlum. 3-on-2 situation. This was the force buy from exceL. Decent position now. Bomb planted. He's got an incendiary in his back pocket as well. He can chuck down the bomb if and when. It's Thomas waiting for the mistake here, but they haven't really got the utility to flush him out. Smoke towards Banana. They're desperate at this point. The AWP and the retake, we discussed, this is a difficult position to be in, but he's down to low HP as Lazar now presumably taken down, but Thomas misses a shot. Now it's falling apart. This was the force buy, and it seems to be a successful one as well. Boaster finds a final frag. Thomas can't believe it. I thought that shot was dead on, but unfortunately not for him. If he gets that kill, they might have a chance, but it all falls apart. It's the Mac-10, the gfelils, the AKs coming towards that B bomb site. It was an equal trade up until this point. Lazar finds the AWP after this. Once he gets a new box, he shuts the round down.
Lovely work from Lazar. That's just beautiful play, just keeping it in mind the whole time, and that's going to force exceL's money pretty much in the garbage here. So, yeah, that's a big round for them to be stumbling on. You can see the money now, of course, creating this issue where they only have the Deagles, a little bit of armor on Thomas and Cray with a flash. Maybe going to try and set that piece in play. Cray can flash the 2 in if they get any inkling of a play towards Banana, but not to be the case. exceL going walkabouts towards A, and Hoodlum's going to be having a chance at this. There's one. Oh, there's a second.
No need to go through the smoke. It's all falling apart here. What a blunder of a round. Pushing for their own smoke. They deployed that smoke on top of middle. They did that from C-Spawn. They've ran through it and given the Deagles and the CZ a chance. Why are they in such a rush to get information here? But they are pulling it back slightly. Windansky towards the pit area takes down Thomas with the bomb still in full CD control. They've got AWP. They're going to find AKs as well. That's just a nightmare round from exceL. If they recover this, I'll be impressed. But look what the bombers. It's an AK in reach as well with Cinder. Not fancying that just yet. The CZ at that sort of range, that's absolutely fine. Very mobile pistol and can cause a lot of damage up close and personal. It's Jacob now. He has to really be the point man here. They know where Windansky is, but probably don't have an inkling as to where Jacob is positioned. He's in the arch right now with 45 seconds here. They've got a smoke. They can use that towards Boiler. Jacob will presumably deploy that, maybe one towards middle as well, but Karma Panga, he's waiting for him, and that should be the round done. But Windansky, one of the more experienced players here on the exceL side, coming towards quad, but he's got some company in the form of apartments as well, making some noise, and there's the final frag. Great, that's the sound cue he needed, and I'm not a fan of that at all. Why? When you know the money's been broken for the city side, and you rush through your own smoke, give yourself the grey screen, the disadvantage, and give the Deagle the first 2 frags. It's a little bit of a nightmare situation, not even checking these close range parameters. It's the AWP going in second as well. What were they really hoping for there? Sure, if there's no one there, it looks fine, but those sort of rounds, it's a risk and it's not required. You slow it right down. You bait out the utility to CTs, not use your own smoke as a disadvantage. That was a little bit hard to watch, but still, they have an AWP, AK-47. They have forced into this round, trying to rectify the mistake made in the previous.
Yeah, very curious about that one. Hopefully they'll work on that. Karma Panga being baited in a little there. But the playmakers will be Jacob and Lazar in this. We do have Deagles up, we do have Tech 9s up for the rest, but they are the ones with the real weaponry. On the other side, you still have that AWP with Karma Panga, and versatility seems to be the name of the game for him.
Yeah, dynamic placement, changing it up every single round. He's had aces towards the B side, and now he opens things up in round number 10 here. It was the force buy from exceL. Windansky going down first, but Karma Panga is still fighting it. I don't mind this for the AWP. Looks like exceL will be forcing their way back towards the B side as well. Jacob knife out, trying to join his comrades here as it's the AWP in the hands of Lazar. Has been known to be a decent AWP in the Elite Series. He's up against Thomas and Cinder with a nice little crossfire here. Thomas can take all the attention away. He'll assume he's fall back to second boxes and allow his teammate to potentially spray them down here. That'll be down to Cinder, who's been strong on this B side of the map so far.
Crate slowly creeping over towards that B side as well. You see the limited utility put in. Interesting smoke from the CT side as well. Bit of a, not necessarily a full one-way, but Thomas certainly gets a good shot at it there. Means you have to fully commit through, and then you've got the player towards CT to give you a bit of vision. Lazar, high flashing over this. He's going for it. First in with the AWP. It's a brave, bold play, and it's not working out. Cinder's already found Connor, and Lazar again still looking for opportunities, but he's not given any at this point, and there's the play coming through from the Coffins. A quick and swift shutdown as Reason will start to stride ahead now.
Yeah, looking solid from Reason, getting an opening pick. I've been impressed. So Karma Panga quite quiet on the first map, Mirage, but seems to be stepping up here tremendously with the AWP on Inferno. Nice setup there as well, not giving too much away. We discussed this earlier in the half. Once you get the opening pick on the CT side, you want to fall back, get those crossfires, make the T's work for any sort of pick. Don't give it to them on the plate. Lovely crossfire there, I have to say. It's Cinder with that Galil in hand. Managed to get the opening pick, and this really made things chaotic for exceL. Have to take the full eco here. Cinder's away. He's got the MP9 out. Try and farm some cash. Shut the round down as quickly as possible. Just PT50s and Glocks here. No armor for exceL. Objective, get the bomb down, but very, very unlikely that happens. If they get one kill in the round, that's a success in itself, considering the buy they have here.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Henry. I've been a little disappointed with the exceL side.
I've heard a lot about it.
Well, it's because it was it was just a lot of potential was shown on it in the last couple of weeks. We were all getting a little excited about it. It was a map that they look strong on, and it's a real shame to see maybe that a little bit of a win getting...
The problem I can see with this team is they're very tunnel vision on the strategy side of it. They have an objective at the very start. If they lose an opening pick, that's when they seem to crumble. They don't seem to have the kind of recovery mentality. So as soon as that tactic gets shut down, they don't really know how to get back into the round. And that seems quite prevalent towards that B side. They go with 4 players, they're missing some smokes. It's a little bit back and forth. No one wants to commit. One player goes in, he's caught in smoke, and then they don't want to go past a certain choke point. They look a little bit flustered at times, but this should be a very easy round. Thomas with some nice frags. I'm not going to get too hyped about it. Like we said, up against a full eco here. Probably finds his last 2. It's going to be Hoodlum. The steals one away from him. Just Connor now with 74 HP. No bomb. PT50 hoping a mistake comes in. But Cinder should find the frag. As I say that, Connor does get a nice little shot there, trying to damage the economy of the CTs. Now with the MP9 in hand. Good defensive utility usage there, but Connor, okay, finds the AWP kill. Maybe we've got something to work with here. 30 seconds though. We can just save the AWP. That's quite a promising mentality going forward, I would say, into round number 12.
Yeah, not bad, considering what, he had a P250, taken 2 guns away, stripped them of all the utility, maybe got an AWP for it. Might be hunted down in the end, might lose out on it, but good damage.
It means as well, they kill the MP9 and the P250, he gets $900, so he can get the armor with what he has. He won't get any money for this round because he stays alive after the round expires, but there's enough of some armor there. He can see what he can do. We know he can be decent with the AWP. Try and stay alive, Connor. It's not worth the frag. Oh, no.
Connor!
Oh, why has he done that? Just stay alive, mate. It's not worth it. That's definitely not worth it. Just stay alive and keep the AWP up. Oh, he gets no money now and no AWP. That's quite disappointing. Didn't have to go for that kill. Just hide in the sandbag. Sure, they might have checked it, but they wouldn't have hunted him down that quickly. Number 12. So Jacob has given, we heard it on the comments there, he gives Connor the AK-47. He goes under Tech 9. He is definitely the support player. Jacob likes to lurk and hold angles where his teammates are showing presence towards the other side of the map. So that's fine. Jacob trying to do what he can with the pistol there, helping a brother out, dropping the AK over after Connor got no cash whatsoever.
Yeah, and Connor is still one of the younger members of this team as well, a little newer than Jacob, who's been around for what feels like years, to be fair, and he has been. He's been a mainstay in the UK scene, so very well aware of how to make this work for the team. There's Lazar looking for opportunity, another young gun to the roster. And it looks like a bit of a diligent hit here coming through. Hopefully a nice kind of crunch towards quad that we saw before working well, but the utility is still sitting quite comfortably with Reasons. They'll have to draw that out somehow. So Molly's already come in to slow this hit down. Waits on quad. Good trade from Boaster in the end, makes his way through, and they've still got a nice line to run here, but Thomas has found his way. There's 3 now remaining. Jacob again trades back and forth. They had decent step here, and they haven't fully committed, so they could turn tail and go back towards B. They have 50 seconds to play with, but that's a great bit of positioning from Lazar, catching out Cinder and trying to bait in the rest of Reason.
Here we go then. Out to Cray. He's on the bomb side, lying in wait. Can't get anything done though. I think his gun barrel is exposed and Boaster punishes him through the box. Now Karma Panga being great so far, continues a good form as he takes down that first kill. 2-on-1 situation as well, but he's not messing around here. Wants to push through the smoke with Jacob ready and waiting. Finds the final frag here. Oh, Kamapanga, he felt brave there. I was kind of getting a bit excited. I was believing with the low HP as well, but the AWP falls apart at the last hurdle. And it's a good recovery from exceL. That was another difficult buy for them. AKs, Tech-9s, Galils out there. Not much utility. Staying in that Wolfpack formation towards the A side of the map, especially towards apartments as well. Trading effectively. And they post another round on the board here. So, Reason Gaming presumably still have plenty of cash here. Not an amazing amount. See Kamapanga, who has been buying those orbs left, right, and centre. He goes down to the Deagle, and Thomas on the orb. So he must have a good spawn. That's the only reason I can feel like he goes on to the AWP. Is Kamapanga's been so good with that weapon.
Well, he's the one getting boosted up and over. So Thomas is going to have a little look down banana. Connor. Ooh, he was considering the high flash. That could have worked out well, but a good first strike again from Thomas. This time able to get away scot-free as well. No frag going to come back. Both shooting through the smoke. He's fine. So good early damage.
Absolutely. That's what we want to see, especially when you've got one player about a weapon. Go for that first pick if you have the AWP as well. It's Thomas, who hasn't been the AWP Inferno so far. It's Kamapanga. That's why I thought it was interesting to give him the weapon, but it works out. Boost him on the wall, get the first kill towards T-Spawn. And it's Thomas rotating in. That's what we like to see from AWPers. Show presence on one side of the map, then move over. Funnel them to another position. As he gets towards the A site here. It will be mid-control gifted towards exceL, but that's fine. Your CTs want to keep the crossfires up and work as a unit. Thomas can't hit the shot though, and now more blunders coming in from the CT side.
I'm surprised that they're falling apart like this. They had a great stack towards A. They had the 3 players there.
They're too keen for the frags. They want to try and challenge at every possible opening they have.
Well, this could be nice though for Hoodlum. I think Boast is going to check on it from up on Graveyard. Have a little look over. Nice work from Boast. Just go through the checklist of things. Don't let people get away with it. Don't lose guns out at this point. Bombs planted, and Kamapanga does only have the Deagle, but plenty of utility to fall away with. But still, nice opening power coming out from them.
You've got to ask yourself with Thomas as well, even if he gets that kill towards Boiler, he's definitely getting refragged there. The orb's got a 2-second reset in it, right? So he's got to find that first shot, just get his knife out and hope he doesn't get refragged. He needs to stay on the bomb site, be in the pick. Graveyard would be in a great position at that point as well. Take one shot, hide, buy yourself some time, wait for the rotations in. It just seemed like they're too keen to get those highlight moments and get the quick no-scopes and try and get as much as they can done towards the quad area. But it's a difficult round for Reason to give away once again. Their money is not in a great position. We said Kamapanga came into this with just a pistol as well, so that suggests they have to be eco going into the next round. They will indeed. We just scored about 2K per player there. And it's exceL, who seem to be fighting back. They're not so great in the gun rounds here, but when they have a mishmash buy with just pistols and AKs and a couple of Galils, they seem to be coming to their own. That's when they just work as a 5-man unit without the strategy there.
Yeah, it does seem as though that works far greater for them.
Yeah.
At least at this point. Again, a couple of seconds to discuss. And yeah, the money's suffering now for a reason, of course. These kind of rocky CT sides, any back and forward, you're always going to be feeling the pinch on that one. So hopefully for exceL, they keep this clean. Certainly seen issues before, but nice shot from Lazar.
Yeah, Kamapanga wanted to get the 1 dig there from the top of middle. It's ambitious at best, but taken down. Same story for Cray as well as Windansky. This is how you play the anti-ecos, Lauren. You don't just rush that middle for your own smoke. You hold up in the default, you wait for CT aggression. Then you get it, and you go together, utilize the grenades you have, and then go frag by frag. Everyone getting the refrag potential. Don't go through the smokes. You've got plenty of time to work with it. Not required. This is how you should be doing it. All 5 players staying alive at this point, and the bomb will be planted, and it's much better. exceL waiting for the challenges coming to the CTs and didn't give a single point of help away, it seems. Very well done.
Henry, whenever I play CS with you, I get told this sort of thing.
Yeah, this is pretty much the spiel I give you at the start of the round, right? Guys,
it's really,
you don't have to do anything. They have to find the kills. They're going to be in the offense. So just hold back and everyone hold a choke point. I'll tell you what to do after 45 seconds.
You always sound like a marginally disappointed parent.
I know. When we play with Alex as well, he gets really disheartened when he plays with me, doesn't he?
He does get a little bit sad.
Yeah.
You know, I think he looks up to you. You know, Henry?
It's true.
I think he sees you like a father figure. He calls you daddy. It works like that.
Yeah.
So I think he just takes it quite hard, and
he does. I can confirm that. Anyway, we'll get into round number 15, and we'll see whether exceL can convert this half into a victory. It's a mishmash by one. Cinder back on that P90. He seems to be a fan of it. Haven't really seen it lighting up the scoreboard as of yet, but this is the round for it to do so. M4s, no kits, P90s and Lazar. He's not messing around. First shot coming in. That's lovely. Another 5-on-4 in favor of exceL. Now they can be on the defense. Hold up, wait for the reactions to come in from the CTs at this point as we hit the 1:30 mark.
See maybe a better brand of Counter-Strike at this point. Connor there looking for opportunities on Banana, not overextending, not allowing himself to fall into the trap. As Reason are pretty attentive towards the top of Banana this time. They still have 2 players present there, tapping away. Got to be careful. You still don't want to just overextend on your own. You can see them trying to bait him in on this. If he gets any closer, there could be trouble.
Yeah.
And he is going to fall away.
Well, here we go. Huge advantage here for exceL after a bit of a turmoil in the first, I have to say. They have recovered and looking likely to be the 8-7 in their favor, but it's down to Cray now as he goes towards quad. A nice shot on JK, and no refrag coming in as of yet. Cinder down to 51 points of health, and Cray caught with his knife out. He does go down. That should be the round. No kits available, only a couple of flashbangs as well. That P90. It's interesting to see it come out so often, but Cinder trying to make it work here. 3 kills to find. Laza, not a great position for the AWP. Has to make noise there with the scope as he pulls it out, but nails the shot. And now just Panya, who has been lights out in the first stage of this half as well, but then went off the AWP, and he's gone a little bit quiet here. It will be the round in favor of exceL. Panya looking to pad his stats potentially here, but Laza takes him down, and there it is. 8-7. Great recovery from exceL.
It did look pretty dire for a while. There were mistakes happening that were surprising.
Unforgivable mistakes.
It really was, considering that was their T side as well. That was their strongest side. We talk about them being quite a tactical team, and the way they approach it is quite cerebral. That looked sloppy on occasion, that running through the smoke moments. There's a couple of things you're sat there going, this shouldn't be how you're trying to stay in this tournament, essentially, work through towards the playoffs.
Just to reiterate, I don't want to just join in. It's going to be, if it is 2-0 for exceL, they have a chance at the playoffs. Mathematically, it's still possible. It's not possible now for Reason Gaming, who have lost the first map here. So this finishes the draw. Both of these teams cannot make it to the playoffs. That's quite a scary prospect here. Like you said at the beginning of this map, it's just down to Reason now trying to deny exceL making it to the playoffs here. So something still to play for in that respect, I guess. A bit of redemption going forward. Yeah,
and it kind of puts you into the realm of, you want to be that fourth team. That's where you're eyeing up. Right now, it's, I think, Team Infuse sat there, who've had a decent run as of late. Kind of people have been a little surprised it's been them doing the run as well, because I think everyone looked at Method originally, which had, the bigger UK names, the classics.
When I came in last week, I thought Method, they must be running away with this. Look at these names they've got available to them. Very experienced players, but the results just haven't been coming in for them whatsoever. It's Infuse flying the flag for the UK in the 4th spot. Obviously, you've got the likes of Epsilon, Envious there. And but Infuse with good results last week, taking down Prophecy 2-0. I was actually pretty impressed with them. We'll see them later. We're getting to the second half here on Inferno. It's exceL the lead for now, 8-7. And we'll have a look at the T-side buy. 3 sets of armor, some smokes and flashbangs deployed quite early on. Bosa looking to find the first few shots. He's got blind players in front of him, but there it is. Now the headshots start to come in thick and fast. It's Cinderno with the first shot in return, but Windansky shuts it down. Another B rush approach there with early utility use towards the B side, but Bosa baited in, flashed to perfection as well. Missed the first few shots, but the last 4 certainly went in his favor as they lined up for him. Good. I like this. We can actually hear clear. Just
a little bit in between.
Because normally when we get that, it's obviously like European teams or Scandinavians. I'm just like, cool, Matt, we've listened to that. Can't really tell you too much. My Danish isn't great.
No, sadly. But Stack Nade, I think, was pretty much it, which you're going to be seeing there. So Windansky made a bit of a call. He's not known for being the in-game leader, but it does seem as though he does have quite a value to this team.
Oh, definitely.
His thoughts and opinions do come
He's
through.
been around a long time. He knows what he needs to pick up some key rounds here, but apparently it's Connor. This is almost a mirror round of what we saw in the first half, but this time they do get the refrag. It's not Connor picking up both kills like he did in the first.
Yeah, slight difference. They can fall away from this. They don't give up too much. And also, if Windansky feels like it, he can also throw that gun over if they don't want to lose out on anything. Seems like exceL control the situation. It doesn't spiral like we saw before, because that was pretty terrifying when that trade didn't come through. So down to Panya and Thomas. Working up Banana, and no, they didn't have the time to throw away the rifle. So that does fall into the hands of Panya. There was a second, but obviously they don't know how many are down at the bottom. Banana T stairs. So you can kind of forgive Windansky on that one. Hopefully they can look for that later. But they've fallen back towards playing quite passive on the site, and it does allow Reason to get quite close by. The Deagle, oh, that's a stunner and a half. And now you can see Thomas left in the predicament. Delivered well on the first map, and he will again this time. Well,
it's the danger man. It's Thomas in a 2v1 situation. The bomb will be planted. He's got that protection with the smoke and CT spawn as well. CT's coming in. This is a big round for them. MP9 and the UMP. But Thomas now, he knows he can win this round. Famas in hand as well. Time ticking away. The CT's playing this correctly, playing together, but the first headshot comes in, but he only gets 1. It's both of the refrag. That's how you should be doing it. Make it 1 interaction instead of 2. Coming together, get the refrags. Bosa, he knows it's a big round. Not as much enthusiasm as the screaming. I'm waiting for it to hear the war cries, but doesn't want to seem to kind of get it carried away with himself right now. Wants to make sure they're comfortable, and then he can start screaming again. As Thomas, unfortunately, didn't win the clutch this time. Been great in this series, but he's really been, I guess, Panya in the first half of this map was very good, but Thomas has been the MVP for the team, but hasn't quite been enough overall.
No, quite hard for him. It's a hard map to find individual moments on as much. It's not. It doesn't seem to lend to it as much as maybe on Mirage, where you get a little bit more freedom. The nade stack just misses, and this could be big. But oh, Connor, there he is, 2 kills. Jacob right beside him, and Luzza's there again, not allowing things to slip out of control. Hoodlum desperate for a plant, can't get it done.
Quite a simple round there. That's quite a common strategy in top tier CS as well. If you know they're on a full eco, get the nades down there, send your SMG players hunting for frags, sandwich them in towards the banana, and just do not allow them any sort of entry point towards our bomb site. So that's a nice play from exceL. 11-7, decent lead here as we enter round number 19. A bonus round situation here, I have to say, for exceL. We've got 2 MP9s, Lauren, and a FAMAS as well. If you win this round, it's such a fantastic position to be in. You pretty much win the game at that point. You have so much money going forward, but you can't afford to lose it as well. More audacious approach here from boaster. Wants to try and get this first pick once again. Kamapanga presumably waiting for him, but gets 1 kill, boaster, and Laza with a second as well. It's all falling apart for a reason here as the bomb is dropped and seed steps are still within their reach. It's Thomas looking from second middle, trying to get the refrag.
And no one's actually watching second mid, so obviously you don't know that if you're Thomas, but he could have easily picked up whomever pushed down to the bottom mid, maybe made a play towards banana, but it's not what he had in mind. But now you can see Consign consider it, and there's the play. Laza keeps it in mind this time. Any play going around, and obviously the play through underpass didn't go so well as Hoodlum's pretty much in spawn. Starting to feel a bit of the pressure here. exceL making it hurt more than anything. And I love CT-sided aggression on this map. I think it's very hard to pull off well. You're going through choke points that don't necessarily favor you, so if Hoodlum could do anything, this would be very unlikely. But as said, any teams who can make it work, I love seeing it.
It's beautiful, especially we've got 2 MP9s and a FAMAS. That's such a massive round there for the CTs to pick up. You're going to throw Reason Gaming down to an eco, no bomb planted. It's certainly a risk, but you know you've got money into the next round as well. So you want to be throwing a bit of a spanner into the works and showing you're going to be aggressive. Lack of respect Counter-Strike, which wins you games, especially at this level as well. It's a UK derby. They want to show they're the more dominant force here, looking for that 2-0. 12-7 now. We do have a little partial buy from Reason Gaming. CZs, Deagles, P250s, a couple of smokes and flashbangs here. Thomas and Cinder with the body armor, but it's Laza back on the AWP, looking down towards T-steps. He knows he's got some room to work with there. Certainly won't be an AWP on the other side. He's getting intel for his team, but very passive AWP on the CTs generally. He'll fall back to a more defensive line towards Arch. You can see his teammates both in the pit as well. That's what you like to see. Don't give anything away. Middle's fine. That's not a bomb site. Let them have it. Don't take challenges here. Work together as a unit.
We said before we'd have loved seeing the AWP as well for the other side when Reason were on the CT side in this sort of position. Boaster can now play off the back of this. They will be able to get towards the site. They will be able to get close. That's now an issue. He misses some sitters there, but Jacob, nice positioning. There's that crossfire coming in. No one can push Laza for free. He's allowed to play out of this, and now it's just down to Cinder.
Absolutely. Cinder has somehow...
I don't think he's...
How has he got there? I have no idea.
He's a wizard, Harry.
Oh, he needs to work out how he plays this one, though. Probably doesn't win the round, but if he can find a couple of kills, he's going to bide his time. Got the bomb in his back pocket as well. So here we go. 4-on-1 situation. This, I don't think you should plan it. I think you should wait. You've got so much time. Wait for a mistake to come in here. He knows players is towards a pip. No one looking at Arch right now. He could go top of middle and find 2 kills, but maybe he sneaks through CT spawn and win Dansky. The timing's... Oh, God. Don't go for that. Oh, that's it. Oh, dear. There was so much potential. And I think, yeah, he's just checked out this round now. He's like, well, I had such a sick opportunity there, but blew my load. And unfortunately, will be taken down. Not a single kill. From such a promising position. Sure, he probably doesn't win the round there, but just at least get a bomb down or a couple of kills. Something to work with. He didn't have to kill Windansky. He could have let him walk past a little bit and maybe got 2 frags for it, but wanted to maybe upgrade to an AK-47, give himself a fighting chance in terms of firepower. Doesn't work out, and Windansky somehow survives. And it's another round on the board for exceL. There he is on your screen right now. Another veteran here, the Elite Series, Windansky, been playing for about 10 years now.
Seen teammates go to great success. Obviously, Barbar,
That's true.
Toxic Days.
Absolutely.
You've seen them all kind of go to other places. He just fell off a bit, but I like this from Boaster. The JW peak out of apartments. You don't see it that much anymore because the utility in the spots so you can play back in, the wall bangs, it's all there. But no 1-for-1 trade out. If you're feeling confident, it looks like exceL are. They just want to kind of rub it in more than anything. You can tell it's getting to that sort of point in the evening. Or afternoon, should I say. It certainly feels like evening. 13-7, though. Reason Gaming still with potential to do some work here, but it feels that, as said, mentally they're not quite in it at the moment. As Laza will find Kamapanga, and it's down to 3.
4-on-3 indeed. 1 minute remaining, and they do have mid control here with utility to work with, but it's Laza on the AWP and Jacob with good challenges here as well. It's a nice flashbang on the door, gives you a chance to look towards that quad position, but he uses it to bide himself some time and fall back and actually get it towards that pit position. But good Molotov as well. Just waiting for his teammates to rotate in. It's down to Jacob here to cause some damage towards the T side and potentially find the 14th round.
I like this from exceL. They're making
them
work for it. Yeah, it's so hard to break this crossfire, especially with a third player over there, but they still have one by Arch, and you can see Connor and Jacob doing just fine by themselves. It's going to put Thomas in a bit of a dire spot, trying to play this off as best he can, but he's surrounded as well. Luz has got the back. He can't fall off this one now. He can't go around towards CT Arch without being spotted. And exceL know this. There might be a chance that he could get towards Apps, but again, highly unlikely, and he's just dying for them to make a mistake. But we've seen that they do have discipline. They've been playing with it well. Connor takes a swing at the same time. Good timing between the two. Frustration kicking in there for Thomas.
Yeah, you can see it starting to hit home now. And it will likely be a 2-0 here unless Reason really pull out all the stops at this point. He has to be the difference maker here. Thomas is certainly their star player. But it's exceL in a very comfortable position. Like we said, not giving too much away. We saw Reason Gaming in opportunities where they had the advantage, challenging towards squad and getting themselves in really problematic situations. But not seeing that from exceL. They get the advantages and fall back very passive. That's what top teams do on this map as well. Make the teams work for it. Make sure they don't get the opening jewels they require. Boaster might look towards second middle here. I like this play. Good flashbangs as well. This is what we wanted to see from the CT side of exceL. Flashbangs over, aggressive play. First pick coming in, back to that passive hold now. Connor has got to smoke towards T-steps. Want to explore that idea a little bit more. Check out there's no one towards the lock position or the cubby hole, but now this is looking very, very good indeed.
Yeah, this is a CT side that I was kind of hoping to see at the very start of the season. You know, this well drilled, nice banana control going on, bit of aggression here and there, and just showing what the teams have been working on. It was a bit of a disappointment to not see that from others, but now we're seeing it here, which is perfectly fine by my account. But Reason, what you do, you've got limited map control. Boaster's showing presence in second mid. You don't know if he pushed it. You don't know if he's in T-apps. You've seen banana control being exerted. You have almost no territory on this map. You have to work back in every step of the way. First flash comes in. That'll force Lazar at least off the peak down towards banana. There's the molly of a response, though that could have been a connection. You can see them burning. Thomas just continues to run it through, but they hit the brakes finally. Yeah,
nice smoke. Utility usage there on point from Lazar. Doesn't hit any damage, but gets information. They're coming towards B at least. You can see 4 players on the minimap right now. Probably going to execute, but they've only got 1 smoke, Lauren, so that means it's going to be a pretty poor one. You can smoke CD spawn, and then you have Coffin zone. You have to smoke CD spawn. You cannot leave that position exposed. It means the orb is rotating, kill you down. And it's going to be Lazar, though, towards that emo position. Thomas looking to open things up. Just has to walk in, hope for the best. Baits out the shot, but doesn't find a frag just yet.
Ooh, but Hoodlum finding Connor removes the support system, but Lazar doesn't need it. He is all good on his own, and there's the shutdown in the end from him. Prey gets decimated. You've got to start enjoying yourself at that point. exceL, as said, considering we were hyping up how loud they're going to be in Boaster's screen, when they finally actually start winning and they're grinding out the rounds, they're kind of just keeping calm and going through the motions.
I think that's the best way to be, you know. Like, sure, it's quite funny to be shouting like that, but at the same time, I'd rather be winning games and being composed instead of trying to focus on that. It's something we saw, like, this is the reach. But Immortals, if you think back to them in the major, right, when they were all fired up and so emotional, and they had very amazing highs, but as soon as they started losing, it's difficult to get their heads back into the game. And that's something I want to see. Just be composed. Sure, celebrate massive clutches and moments where it requires it, but don't go overboard and make a bit of a joke out of it. I think that you need to be concentrating on these wins.
This is the win they said they needed. Boaster tries it a third time. Not going to get away with it. A little bit different. He does go down towards kind of the T side of apps and try and make a bit of an aggressive play. This does mean that Apartment's control finally gets gifted over, but look what they've lost out on. You win one side of the map, you lose out on the other, and Connor. I almost felt he was going to find that shot towards Karmapanga, but he doesn't. This is better from Reason. It's a little individual, sure, but it's working out. Yeah, now they have the advantage here. Sure, it's map point, series point for exceL, but trying to keep their heads above water here. It's down to Windansky. Almost guaranteed this frag. It's not the prettiest exchange, but gets in nonetheless. And it's down to Lazar now. He's fantastic with this AWP. He holds towards the pip, and it looks like Reason game. We've got an inkling that the B side should be open. They know Lazar's towards A, and Windansky just show his hand towards Arch as well. So logically, the take this bomb side will be open. But feeling brave, it seems. Doesn't have the utility to smoke off CT spawn. Still a chance here for Windansky, but Karmapanga takes him down. That should be the round here, but Lazar, he fancies his chances. Down to 55 HP, 3 versus 1 situation, hoping one of them makes a mistake. No need to challenge him whatsoever. You know he's got the orb. Stay alive, boys. Make him come towards the bomb. He's got the cash. Why not try and make a play happen? First port of call will be that close player, Hoodlum, to the right. Steps too far. There it is. The punish comes out good. Resurgence from Reason. It's something. It's a start. It's something. It is. I don't want to get overexcited too much by this. It did feel a little individual. They were able to get away with a lot. Connor still made it all the way down. Banana got around the back, but it was traded out by Karmapanga. You could see the round then kind of falling away from them. But still. Let's get a challenge Banana and win the duel. It's a confident call, Henry. It is. It is. I guess that is a strategy, try and get that first pick. They are challenging, here it comes. On towards the locked position, they need to find frags here. Challenging for it, doing some damage. Connor down to 48, but not going to be pushed back just yet. It's Windansky who's feeling like he wants to find these frags. It's going to be Jacob through the smoke. He gets a bonus kill there as he takes off the head of Hoodlum. Wasn't expecting the second one there. Probably can't believe his luck. 4-on-2 situation now. Thomas and Cinder trying to keep the hopes and dreams alive for Reason Gaming. 2-0 looking very likely at this point for exceL, and a chance of the playoffs. The kill comes in, that should be it now. Cinder
Good luck, my friend. 4 kills to find. He has got the bomb and a minute to work with here, but I think he knows it's over. Smoke in towards the arch and hope a mistake is made, but there's no reason to give anything away at this point.
Yeah, valiant attempt, could be said, on this one. Yeah, you should pick your poison, isn't it? You've got a 1v4 to unravel. You have 1 flash, 1 molly, the rifle in your hand and the bomb in the back. So, 47 seconds, he takes a risk. It's all come down to just Cinder to keep reason in this one. This will be exceL's first full win as well.
Yeah, that's true. Their first 2-0, but
for them.
Let's make sure it comes in first, Lauren.
Yeah.
It's got 30 seconds. Anything can and will happen. But that should be it. There it is. Jacob, a nice confident frag to finish things off there. Lovely stuff from exceL. A team we've been expecting to show up in the Elite Series so far. But nice, more control play. Like I said, cerebral stuff from Boaster, not getting too ahead of himself, making sure he's quiet and loud at the right times. And they seem like they're a strong unit right now. A good 2-0 here, just what they needed to have a chance in the playoffs.